Today, we have the presentation from a very important institution of this country, which is called the Arvind Eye Care System. This Arvind Eye Care is at Madurai, Tamil Nadu. Perhaps not many people know that Madurai, in addition to the Meenakshi temple, also has a very significant institution which is built by one of the very bright sons of the soil by name Dr. Venkataswamy. Dr. Venkataswamy, the late Venkataswamy, is a retired director of public health who established this institution with the avowed purpose of bringing down the needless blindness which is there throughout the country. This institution today is on par with other equally reputed institutions like the Mahatma Gandhi Institute of Medical Sciences, Vartha, CMC Vellore, etc. It is to the credit of this distinguished professional, Dr. Venkataswamy, who after his retirement as Director of Public Health in Tamil Nadu, thought of bringing down the cost of providing eye care treatment and reduction of the cost of intraocular lenses. What he did was to go abroad to United States, buy the technology relating to the manufacture of intraocular lenses and ensure that the cost of this lens is brought down from about 10,000 rupees in 1990, 91, 92 to about 100 rupees today. The Arvind Eye Care System has established tertiary care institutions, secondary care institutions, as also the vision centers in Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh. We in the Center for Innovations in Public Systems have had the opportunity of closely interacting with Arvind Eye Care System in Madurai, and we had the opportunity of trying to replicate this model of providing cost-effective eye care in various public institutions all over the country. We took representatives of the Arvind Eye Care to Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, and to various other states. And it is to the credit of these two governments in Jharkhand and Chhattisgarh that they have also opened the vision centers which provide eye care to poor people in far-flung areas of the country. It's also a little disturbing that a very reputed institution like the Arvind Eye Care had to pass through difficult times as a result of Corona, but I'm sure with the determination and the dedication that is in place in those institutions, they would be able to overcome the hard times. And I have the unique honor of welcoming very significant professionals from this institution. We have today with us Dr. Ravindran, Chairman of the Arvind Eye Care System, Mr. Tulsi Raj, who is the Executive Director of LICO, Mr. Sriram, who is part of the institution, and also Dr. Kim, who represents the professional body. I request Mr. Ravindran, Dr. Ravindran, Chairman of this institution, to initiate the discussion with a brief introduction of each one of the representatives of Arvind Eye Care System.
Aravind Institute of Community Ophthalmology that was started in the year 1992, and today it kind of mentors a large number of hospitals, about which Mr. Tulsidas will speak shortly. And the other one is the oral lab, about which Mr. Sriram will talk. And we also have, across all these organizations, we have close to about 6,000 staff and trainees who work in Aravind. I mean, when you look at how it's all, it is an organization that was built in the last 40 years. About building an organization to this level is about having the right perspective by the founders. And then once you have that right perspective and the mission or the goal of the organization, you also define the boundaries of what we do and whom we serve. And this is also about addressing some of the challenges in healthcare, like, how do we create access for all the patients if you want to serve all of the community? How do we make it affordable to the patient as well as to the organization? And when we want to serve a large volume of patients, how do we make sure that we provide good quality and safety and also ensure equity? And so this is one of the reasons, the main challenge in all this, whatever I mentioned, is the major part is about how do we create access. And that is one area where our founding members have addressed it by creating several hospitals. As we get more patients from one of the areas that we start an eye hospital there, we start with Devi, and then we started getting more patients in Tirunelveli, we started one here. Then we are also getting a lot of patients from Coimbatore and also from Kerala, so again it was started. And again, that is how we moved to Pondicherry. And the recent hospital in Tirupati we started because close to 12,000 patients were coming to Madurai and Pondicherry. So that was the last recent expansion. And before that, we also had the Chennai hospital. So in addition to having these hospitals in several locations, we also, each of our hospitals also has a free section in addition to the paying section. Our model is a self-sustaining one. So whatever money we make through the services we provide to patient, the income generated supports all our free work. The work we do, the free hospital, I mean, if you typically see, there are very few institutions who have both a section for the paying patients as well as the free patient. And again, to make it more accessible to everyone, we are maybe open for about 11 hours of outpatient services. And there is no appointment for any outpatient care or for surgery. Anybody can walk in anytime. So all this we have done to lower the threshold for access. But at the same time, a large number of the patients who live in the rural areas won't be able to access the services. If you typically see our hospital, even though we are free and paid, only about 25% of the patients come to, of the total patients, only 25% are free patients. 75% of those come to the paying side. So hence we need to do these outreach camps in the villages and smaller towns. We do anywhere between 40 to 45 camps per week. And the patients, after the screening, doing a comprehensive examination, all these patients are transported to the hospital. And they are operated and then they are taken back to the same place where they are. The patients who require glasses are also given in the campsite itself. Now they come to the camp, they have their eyes examined, they are able to select a frame of their choice, and the frame is fitted and given to them. It costs about anywhere between 200 to 300 rupees is what we charge for this. So for the glasses, the patients will pay. And they are taken by a regular transport bus to the hospital for surgery. And in the campsite, we try to duplicate as much as possible what we do in the hospital, so that we are able to give them a comprehensive eye examination, and so that we don't miss anything, even though we have a large volume, and the patients, as I said earlier, are brought to the hospital for surgery. And last year, we have done about 4,000 eye camps and we've seen about 500,000 outpatients that resulted in about 90,000 cataract surgeries. And if you look at the effectiveness of these camps, while a large number of cataract patients come, only 7% of those who need eye care in the village or the nearby villages actually came to the eye camp. So, and also many of the rarer eye conditions were not addressed. So in order to address this, we had set up Mission Primary Eye Care Centers. I talked about. Today we have 80 of them. The first one was started sometime in 2004, and where we have about 2 technicians. Both of them, usually they are our staff who have been with us at least for about 4 to 5 years. One of the person manages the administration, registration, dispensing of the glasses and medicine. And the second person is a technical person who can do the refraction. That person can do a comprehensive eye examination and also take a picture of the front of the eye or back of the eye, upload them in the electronic medical record, and do a consultation with the doctor in the base hospital. So when the doctor also is able to see the electronic medical record, and they are able to counsel the patient, and then if there are any additional tests to be done, they instruct the technician and they will do it. And whatever glasses and the medication they need, we make them available so that they don't have to go anywhere else. As a result, they save a lot of money. The consultation is only 20 rupees. And we estimate that, by avoiding coming to the hospital, each one of them save anything between 350 rupees per visit. And just to give an impact in one of the districts where we have about seven mission centers and 1 community center and base hospital, no one in the population need to travel for more than 10 kilometers for their eye care. So that is the impact of having this comprehensive eye care system across the hospital. And when you talk about building an organization, it's also about bringing in the values and culture. And we also need to build systems that will reflect these values. And also we need to continually innovate and improve. And one of that value we have across Aravind is that being non-exploitative so that we are able to make all the services affordable when most people cannot pay or pay only a small amount. And this is reflected in one of the value, which is about frugality. The core of this value is that we don't waste resources. So we emphasize on good maintenance. We don't replace equipment, instruments, but it can be repaired. We use data to study the cost of alternative. So we also would like to not to waste our resources. Similarly, we also make sure that the patients don't waste their resources. So which means there are no unnecessary treatments, no minimize the return visits, minimize the medicines we prescribe, and minimize the wait time. So that any patient who comes, we try to do everything the same visit, either on the same day or on the subsequent day. So that the whole principle is about not wasting the patient as well as the hospital resources. So this value really makes it much more affordable, all the services we provide to the patient. And again, just to make the eye care affordable, our founders started Aura Lab in a small way, and this is a new building which we have. When we started in 1992, it was just started in 3 rooms, but today we have a huge facility of about 150,000 square feet. We started with intraocular lenses. Today we have blades, we have equipments, we have cath labs, we have medicines, everything which is needed for eye care is produced in this facility. And again, ensuring clinical quality is very, very important. Large number of patients are from rural areas. So we have put in place protocols and processes. And at the same time, we also very actively monitor all the outcomes and share it with our doctors. Now, whatever surgeries are done, we try to collect all the outcome measures and share it with the staff so that they are able to benchmark amongst themselves and make their surgery also better. Because we are able to collect these data, we are also able to, so this is a very exhaustive report. We are also able to benchmark ourselves with other countries like UK or Europe, and wherever this kind of data is available. And if you look at the complication rates of UK, it's about 2.1%, and European, it's about 1.2%. Our data is only about 0.74%. So only because we have this kind of a volume, we are able to track all the surgeries, we are able to compare ourselves with others. And while we also pay attention to clinical quality, we also put a lot of emphasis on patient-related services we try to see what the patient requires, okay, and we also look at what the patient really needs, and we, I mean, just to understand whether we are really patient centric, we do a lot of surveys, which is now electronic based, paper based, and all the information is collected. We also do some patient focus group, patient discussions. We have a call center. Every division center, every day, about 160 patients are called to understand whether they got good services. And they also try to understand the optical services we provide. One or two patients are called, a certain percentage of patients are called every day to understand whether services they receive in the hospital, including the optical services, is satisfactory. And the data is also collected and also shared with the doctors and the nurses. And it is part of the parameter or the performance indicator for each of the departments. And all this has helped us to grow year by year. If you look at the cumulative growth, today we do anywhere about 500,000 eye surgeries or laser procedures. And cumulatively, it works out about 14-15% growth year after year. So sustaining this growth is all about how do we develop the community faith, how do we make, how do we build a trust in our services. And we strongly feel that it has all come because of the transparency we have, the equity we have, trying to reach everyone in the community, and also the empathy and the compassion we show towards our patients and also the staff. And all this has been possible because the founding members brought in these values, which is about making eye care accessible to all. Their focus on quality and continuous improvement was there right from the beginning. They made the organization a patient-centric organization. And for all the growth, we didn't have to go to anybody else, any other organization. We didn't have to go to the bank, either for the money to build it or to into a job market to recruit people. They were all trained, and they are all, whoever is employed in Aravind, they are all trained at Aravind. We maybe less than 1% are from other organizations or outside. And we also take care of our staff as the same way as we take care of our patients. And with our frugality mindset has really helped us to save the money and also save the money for the patients. And also we share all our best practices with others about which goods we will talk. And the major challenge is also how do we align the whole team? How do we bring all the staff, understand the value of the organization? Because only when they are also aligned, they all feel accountable for achieving the vision and mission of the organization. And there is also greater energy, greater enthusiasm, that also leads to innovation among the employees. And this is what has made Aravind contribute to nearly 40% of all eye surgeries done in our state, and about 4 to 5% of all surgeries done in our state. And maybe you can say about 1% of all surgeries done in the world. Thank you very much.